Hey everyone, it's Zavdamatos here with Jess Condit and Richard Mitchell. What's up, guys?
Hello.
And
Hiya.
we are going to play Quantum Conundrum.
I want to clarify that I'm Richard in case anyone didn't know.
Yeah, in case people didn't realize that you are Richard Mitchell and not Jessica Condit. Thanks for clarifying that. I'm sure everyone really appreciates that. So let's get into it. I literally just started the game a little while ago. I'm maybe 30 minutes into it, so we're going to start fresh. We don't really want to ruin puzzles for anyone. But we are going to be talking about this game specifically, the three of us, on the next episode of the Super Joystiq podcast on Friday. Friday it'll be up around noon Pacific time, and Quantum Conundrum. So let's get into the game. And Jess, while we get it set up here, why don't you tell people what Quantum Conundrum is all about?
Sure. So Quantum Conundrum is the game from Kim Swift, who is the former student who ended up creating Portal, basically. She made the student game Narbacular Drop. Valve picked it up, and they used that to make Portal. And she worked at Valve for a while, and then in 2009 she went to Airtight Games, and now we have Quantum Conundrum. And it's pretty cool. I mean, it is, of course, similar to Portal in a few ways. First-person shooter, physics puzzler, and it has buttons, as you can see, big red buttons that are friendly and sinister at the same time. And yeah, no, it's fun, but it's a new take for her. She even said, we did a few interviews with her, she wanted it to be like Saturday morning cartoons when you play Quantum Conundrum. It'll have like this childlike joy to it. So yeah, and I reviewed it. I played it all. I know all these puzzles you're about to do, so don't make a fool of yourself, because I'll laugh.
I'm sure I will make a fool out of myself, so...
I'm sure you will, too.
You don't really need to tell me otherwise.
Now, what you're not hearing as you watch Zav masterfully play this game is the voice of John Delancey as Professor Quadrangle.
That is true.
Who serves as your guide through this wonderful and fantastic mansion.
Though that looks like
and it is a cool space. This whole mansion is, well, obviously it's huge because there's a whole game in it. But yeah, no, the characters are good in theory. I have my own thoughts on how it was executed. You can read that in the review at joystiq.com.
You know, I think we should talk about that at some point.
I know, we should, yeah.
But I was playing this today. I mean, we're all playing it because we're going to be talking about it on the podcast. But one of the things I really liked about it is actually just the environments themselves. I think while it's obviously not a realistic style, it's kind of cartoony, I think everything in it looks really good, and it's all rendered in actually a surprising amount of detail considering how whimsical everything is.
Oh, I completely agree. And I didn't have any problem with the environments or the puzzles themselves. My issues came with the, I guess, character development and storyline. I mean, see, everything else is done so well. And, like, the physics, it's so detailed. Every minute little change is recorded and makes a difference. And I think it didn't even need the story, because the story was pretty weak, in my opinion. What did you've gotten through a bit of it, right, Richard?
Right. So the basic thrust of the story, if you will, is that Professor Quadrangle is trapped in some kind of alternate dimension, and you, his nephew, have to rescue him. And I don't know, like you said, it's not like a great story or anything, and it doesn't have the same gravitas as Portal. Portal had such really wonderful writing, but it almost just seems more like window dressing to me. Like, it didn't really bother me. And one thing that does bother me is that John Delancey, by the way, as someone in the feed mentioned, yeah, it's Q from Star Trek: The Next Generation, and he was also in Breaking Bad. But
oh, that's right. Oh,
it seemed to me like it almost reminded me of the old PlayStation 1 game, the PlayStation 1 era games, where you could tell that all the voice acting was recorded one sentence at a time, because it seems like they lose a lot of context. It's like they just hey, say this line, and they record it and say, oh, that's good. And then sometimes, you know, these lines are said in succession, and they don't seem like they relate to each other, or they don't sound like they were all part of one thought process. So I mean,
yeah,
that bugged me a little bit, but overall I think it's fine. It's inoffensive, is what I would say.
And
to tune that
yeah,
later.
I would not say it's inoffensive, but
Hey, before we continue, some people in the stream are saying that they're having some lag issues with the video. Try refreshing. You can also set your video quality. I think by default it's at 720p. So why don't you try setting it to a lower quality? Because it looks like to us it's running okay, so it might be an issue on your end. So just check it out. If you're still running into problems, maybe we'll take a look and see if we can.
Yeah, it's
restart
not a
this.
perfect frame rate on my end, but it seems fine.
Yeah.
Overall.
it looks great on mine. Good job, Zav. Yay!
Excellent streaming, sir.
Wonderful. You're so good at this. But
Don't say that about me playing this game though, because you know I'm gonna get stuck in about 5 seconds.
I know the minute we say, "Oh, good job, you did that really fast," it's gonna all fall apart. But no, for me, the story was actually distracting. Just how I don't know. It just wasn't cohesive. As you said, like the lines themselves
These are my own
seemed a
particular
bit
hybrid beams of
forced
carbon
or
dioxide
just
and
sterile.
neodymium doped yttrium
And yeah, I didn't need it. The
Using
gameplay was
alternating
awesome
rate
enough,
configuration
and
gives them an
it was distracting to hear the professor try to walk you through some of the puzzles or give you little tips every now and then try to be
Yeah.
funny and then just have it be awkward. I was like, stop holding my hand, dude. Like, I played Portal. I got this.
I just want to mention this because I'm sure that's what he wants, but Joystiq's own Dave Hinkle is now in our chat room.
Hi, Dave Hinkle.
Oh yeah, he was the one who was saying that the stream looks fine for him, but he just hears a bunch of dummies talking. Thanks, Hinkle.
Thanks, Hinkle.
Dave,
Boyles is
Dave
here, too.
Boyles,
Hey.
the bottom right, just like a YouTube video, you'll see 720p. Click that.
Click it.
Oh no.
Yay.
I think I've already.
So you are
Oh,
playing
there
with
we
the
go.
controller.
I am playing with the controller. For a few reasons, primarily because my
Unfortunately,
microphone's right
breaking of
next
this
to my
glass is a
keyboard, so
necessary
you probably hear
evil.
a bunch of
Don't
clicking while I'm
take
playing
that
the
as
game, so that
permission
would
to
not
do
be
it
awesome.
elsewhere.
But I actually was playing it earlier with mouse and keyboard. I kind of like it with the controller a little bit better, to be honest with you.
Actually, I agree with that entirely. I played a little bit of both ways, and you'll see on the screen right now you have the left and right bumper buttons as well as the left and right triggers, and those control the dimensional shifts. And right now, since we're at the very beginning of the game, it's just right trigger which does the fluffy dimension. But later on, you get several more. And
just
on the
letting you know
keyboard,
that you
those are
reset the
mapped, I
glass.
believe, to
Thank you.
Q, E, 1, and 3.
Yes, they are.
And that's fine at first, until you have to juggle like 3 dimensions at once just to solve a single puzzle.
Ooh,
Yeah, so
see, you're
here,
totally
I'll give people
opposite
an
of me,
idea.
though.
So I've moved the mouse, so now you see what the buttons will be
Yeah.
eventually, which is seems kind of daunting.
It does, but then, okay, see, I thought so too, and I am actually more comfortable with the controller in most games. I played Portal on 360 with controller. So, but when I got all 4 of the dimensions finally, I loved the control layout. Like, I was like flying. I was like 1, 3, QE, and it was crazy, and it was great. So it does feel all right to play that way, if you want to try it. If you're not scared.
It feels fine. Like, I don't know. It just, for me, like, there are some things where you have to like juggle a piece of furniture, so it will block some lasers as you're moving along on a conveyor belt. And it's very reflex intensive. You have to do it all very quickly. And I just found it a lot easier to do with 360 controller. Granted, not everyone's going to have a wired Xbox controller around, and the keyboard works just fine. Zav's really struggling with this one, folks.
I know, I was going to
No,
say,
I
you
got
can't
it.
force yourself between the
I
door
got it.
there.
I got it. I didn't realize there was a little hole up there, so I could have just thrown it up.
And then that little Ike character, the little,
Yeah.
like, gremlin, he's adorable, but he didn't do much for me either. He was just kind of there.
He's very cute. He doesn't really do anything. I mean, he doesn't
He's
talk or do anything, but I like
Which
him.
I liked that he didn't talk. That was great.
I had a question for you, Jess. Did you examine the environment very closely? Did you look at the different paintings or any of the books? Did you look at the
I
books?
picked up the books, yeah, because they're like one of them was Hitchhiker's Guide to Quantum Dimension or something like
yeah,
that.
a lot of them are parodies. One thing that I really like about the environment too is like you could pick up objects and like just drop them, right? But if you actually like drop them from up high, you'll actually break stuff, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. The details in the environment were great, and I loved exploring. I just wish I could have done that
Stop for a minute
a little longer
and
and
take a look
without
at the
commentary.
painting.
Yeah, one of my actually, I wanted to point this out because I just thought it was great. One of the books is Henry to the Eighth.
The original
It's
quadrangle
like Henry to the Eighth
was
power.
actually constructed
Which I
in
thought was
this
great.
very forge.
Yeah, they have nice little touches, and even the paintings are cute. But see, like this part, okay, I think they just did the dialogue that really threw me off and is kind of where it started to lose me on the story. Like, they're like, okay, you have to stop. The uncle says you have to stop and look at this painting, and there's really no reason for it. You look at it, and you're like, okay, it's great. And then he says something, and he tries to make a joke about that dolly machine having taken part in building the Underground Railroad. And I couldn't tell if he was trying to make, like, social commentary from, like, bygone eras, or if he was trying to make a joke. So I think when you can't tell if someone's trying to joke, that's kind of a problem. And that's where it started for me, right at that picture that you just passed.
See, I don't know, the commentary never bothered me, and you actually said in the review that nothing in the game made you actually laugh out loud except for what happens when you die, which is when they give you a life tip on this is one of the things you'll never experience now because you're dead. And those are cute. And some of the stuff that he actually says to you I thought was all right. Like, granted, none of it's great. And like you said, the story is not compelling in any way. I guess I didn't find it like it was so far, and I've only gone through the first wing and maybe half of the second wing, and it hasn't really bothered me at all.
Right. I wonder if we went into this expecting different things, because I was expecting kind of like a story. I was expecting maybe not Portal, because I knew it was totally different and I knew kind of what she was going for, but she had talked about building this story before, and I was like, okay, this little nephew and his uncle, and oh, here, my favorite part. There you go. Thing you will never do. Oh, you won't ride a dinosaur, Zav.
Oh no.
That stinks. That's funny. That's okay. There. And that was my enjoyment of the story, because it just reminds you, like, oh yeah, by the way, you're a 10-year-old boy and you just died. Good for you. Maybe I wanted more morbid humor. I don't know.
I just died because I fell 3 feet. So that was the.
I think you hit a
part.
laser. Did you?
Did I touch a laser? I don't
know.
I didn't see a laser.
If you did, don't do that.
Yeah.
That's the only advice I can give.
Thank you. Life advice from Richard Mitchell.
Actually, one of the other things I like about the game, it's a great touch, and you can't see much of it right now, but once you get more dimensions, is that any painting that you look at, if you shift dimensions, the painting changes based on which dimension you're in.
And that's awesome.
Yeah, so like if there's, I think back there was one of the quadrangle, relatives, ancestors up there, yeah. And if you change to the fluffy dimension, basically the mustache hair overtakes the entire space helmet, and there's just this big ball of mustache inside of this astronaut's helmet, which is the funniest thing.
Yeah. So go over there. Yeah, there is a laser down there, Zav. Don't hit it.
There we go.
Jump! Jump!
Jump!
Ah! Good job.
Hey, while we are playing this, we have a couple codes to give away for the game. So why don't we go ahead and pick someone in the live stream? What we'll do is when we select you, you'll have to send a message to the Joystiq Twitch account. So send a message with your name and email address so we can email you a code. We're giving away Steam codes. I think we have 2 of them, so we're going to give away one now. We're going to give away one later on in the actual, throughout the stream while we're playing the game. So, Jess, if you want to maybe...
Yeah, this Dave Hinkle character looks really eager.
Hinkle wins nothing.
Sometimes lazy.
Yeah, so that's not gonna happen. Dave Voiles, you're awesome, but nope. Let's see. I'm gonna go up because no one here. I'm not gonna pick anyone that says me, because Ben got mad at me last time when I did that.
Wait, hold on. Ben getting mad about something is not criteria to do anything.
That's true. We would do nothing ever.
No, what about the one who says not me, but me? Question mark?
Oh, where's that? Oh.
It's
this
Ruthless
one. Okay.
Killer,
Ruthless
with
Killer.
numbers for letters. Thank you so
Oh,
much for
he's
that.
so leet. You win.
He's so leet.
Yeah. That's right.
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I really hope it's a woman and that your name is Ruth. I really hope it is.
Unban. I'm sorry.
Did you just ban the person you
I
meant?
didn't mean to. I accidentally banned people. I'm so sorry.
What?
Oh
I'm so
my
sorry.
goodness. Jessica. Hilarious. Alright. Let's see. What am I supposed to do here? I'm gonna go ahead and assume I'm gonna have to
You,
throw.
sir, are a degenerate.
What? How dare you? What?
So Zav, now that you've played this for a good 10 minutes now, what's your take on it so far?
Well, I mean, what I kind of assumed was going to happen is sort of what is exactly happening, which is that I think they're trying to play the, hey, we're also Portal card a little too much in terms of the humor, in terms of this, like, overlord watching what you're doing. I think that sort of, like, I feel like I don't really see much of a point in that.
That sounds familiar.
Puzzle stuff so far, I mean, this is the early stages, so it's so far it's kind of fun. I would like to see, like, can you explain what the other dimensions are? Is that a spoiler, do you think?
No,
Or-
no. I think
No,
that's
yeah.
fine, and
Okay.
that's been in all the marketing stuff. So,
Okay.
like, so you have the fluffy dimension where everything is incredibly light. It's 10 times lighter than it normally is, and then you have the heavy dimension, where everything is 10 times heavier and more dense than it usually is.
By the way,
And
that's
then-
my favorite dimension. It
It's
just
a good-
looks the coolest.
It does, and my favorite thing with the heavy dimension is if you're looking at a painting and you switch to the heavy dimension, everything turns into like heavy metal. So like all the characters start wearing like either armor or like black leather, and they like it's great.
It's almost steampunky. Yeah, no, I really like the heavy dimension.
And then there's the time shift, and then what? I don't have the fourth one yet. What's the fourth one?
The fourth one is the gravity. It's reverse gravity dimension. So
Oh.
it makes everything that's not bolted down shoot up to the ceiling. And it's really fun. Yeah. Yeah, when you get them all going, it's awesome. They really do connect really well together. They work well together, and it's really fun to, once you get them all down, like mapped on your controller or the keyboard, it's just like you fly and you feel like a god of the dimensions, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, if you, even just in the second wing, when you start getting 3 dimensions at once occasionally, it is very reminiscent of Portal, and I'm not saying this just as, you know, in any kind of bad way, but just like you're flying in different directions, you're activating different dimensions on the fly, like you're using the high speed or the slow down dimension, and you're basically playing catch with yourself.
It's so fun.
You'll throw an item in the air because, you know, there's some kind of field that will zap it if you carry it through. So you throw it around, go into the slow dimension, run around to the other side, let speed go back to normal, and then you catch the thing that you threw. And so there's a lot of stuff like that, and it feels like a lot of the puzzles feel pretty organic to me, or at least the ones that I've played. Like, it's not... There is one way you're supposed to solve it, but it doesn't seem as choreographed as it does in, like, Portal, for example.
Oh, interesting. I think it's more. I think there's less room for what's the word where you make stuff up?
Improvisation?
That's the one. Okay, there's less room for that, I feel, in Quantum Conundrum. There's a very clear way that you have to solve the puzzle. And it took Zav forever to figure out what way that was in this last puzzle.
I guess
That was ridiculous,
Zav. To me, it's not so much that there's only one way. It's just that because most of it's physics-based, that
It's just hard to, yeah.
it will look different. Like, it doesn't look exactly the same way every time. Where, like, in Portal, granted, yeah, you can figure out some really outlandish ways to solve some of them, but it's like, this is the way you have to slide off of this thing and jump on that thing, and it's going to look pretty much the same no matter who's doing it. So,
Yeah,
I don't know.
pretty much. That's fair. So are you frustrated yet, Zav? That last one almost got you.
No, I kept throwing it off the ledge. Where
I know we
and
saw.
I don't know why I jumped off of there, because that's not what I wanted to do at all. But
Take a look at that picture. Make it fluffy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, look at the portrait on the back wall there. Go show everyone the fluffiness.
Yeah.
Look,
Oh,
see, he's
sure
in
that-
bunny shoot. You missed it.
oh, I see.
See?
Air
And they
circulation.
get all fluffy and it's adorable. And then the guy up top, he gets in the bunny suit.
So, just
Adorable.
How long would you say the game is? Because you did beat it and you reviewed it for Joystiq. How long was the game overall?
I can tell you exactly how long it was once I pull it up here. I think it was like 14 hours or so. So it was pretty long. Yeah, 13 hours. I finished it in.
Well, hey, that's like 4 times, as
I know.
value as there is in
Seriously.
Portal.
It's very true. Well, there are 4 dimensions instead of just 2 portals. I guess they did add some more stuff in the last one, though. But,
Oh, someone's taking exception with your hour count. He says 6.5
oh,
hours.
6.5. I'm so sorry. Maybe if you're a genius with physics and you're not terrible at jumping, which I am. I'm just bad at jumping in every game. I can't play Little Big Planet. Like, I'm literally
Well,
just
that's
bad
not
at
fair because the jumping in Little Big Planet sucks.
That's okay. All my friends told me it was just me. So
What's that thing that Alexander
assumed
always
it
says, that there are certain things he won't talk about with people, which is like religion, politics, and about Little Big Planet?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
that always
Fair.
resonated with me. It's one of those games that I never want to talk about because there are some die-hard Little Big Planet fans.
Oh,
Because
well, let's not talk about Little Big Planet. I think Little Big's right. There's a reason it has a lot of fans, and I appreciate that, but it's ironic that it's not a great platformer.
Speaking of fans, am I right, guys? Am I right? I don't
You're
blame
not
anyone
getting the
watching the
fans
stream if they just left because I said that, by the way.
Zab, I think you're taking the hard route for all these puzzles. There you go. There you go.
What do you think I was doing?
Well, you were trying to switch the dimension at the wrong time. That's my problem with these games like this. I overthink everything when really it's just, oh, I had to push that button in this dimension. Okay, that's easy. So, I do that too. You're not alone. We can start a
I'm
Physics
gonna
Puzzlers
fall
Anonymous.
off this ledge, by the way.
I know, you're not going to make that. Don't do that. Oh god.
Let's
Oh
try.
no. It's a long way down.
There was one puzzle where I know I pretty much kind of shoehorned the answer.
Yeah?
Like, it is one of the time-shifting puzzles, and you basically have to save a pretty heavy item from one of the, basically a material emancipation grid, except not. And, basically I had it right in the grid, but it was in the heavy dimension, which means the moment I shifted, it was going to be obliterated. And so I just shifted and grabbed it, and it was just like, yeah! And it was fine. Like, I was too fast for the game. So that's one for me. That's one less for you, Airtight.
Yeah. Take that.
Not so airtight after all, are we?
Oh no, he didn't do that. Ugh.
So, wow, we're gonna
These puns are really becoming a conundrum, guys.
we're gonna.
Man, our
I hope
view
the
count's
stream
going
is
down
laggy
already.
right now.
Why are they leaving?
So, Jess, what did you end up giving the game
a part of the manner
in your review?
3.5 stars, I believe.
This is the
It's fun. It's a fun game, especially if you like physics puzzlers. But I mean, as we've said, if you're gonna play it for story, you're gonna be disappointed. You're gonna have a bad time. Is all I'm saying. But apparently Richard thinks it's fine with the story, so there you go. Oh, this one took me forever to figure out.
Well, actually, this puzzle annoyed me because it seems to be explicitly designed to take a while to figure out.
True. But but it wasn't the part that is supposed to take a long time. It was a stupid thing on my end. Because, like, I had that part figured out pretty quickly, and then I just couldn't figure out how to make it work.
Oh, Zav, there's another painting opportunity right there. This one's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, for the heavy dimension. Go back. You missed it.
Where's the painting?
It's up top.
Oh,
Yeah, when you go up top.
on.
So this particular puzzle is perfect for live streaming because it's about really laborious trial and error.
Yeah. Yay!
There you go.
Look at the heavy. Look at him.
That's pretty awesome.
He's in some armor now.
I mean, this game does have more personality in the environment itself than I think Portal ever did. Portal's just a bunch of white rooms. I mean, whereas in Portal 2, I guess, you know, the world is sort of taking over the laboratory because it's been so long. So I mean, there's always that, but
But see, I think it's pretty, like, Portal, I think okay, I love Portal, so I wasn't playing this trying to compare it to Portal. I made a point to mention that in the review, like, yes, I have to compare it to Portal because
right, like,
that's
you
what
can't
she
get
did.
around that.
No, you can't. But at the same time, when I played Portal, yes, they were sterile white rooms, but they had personality for me. Like, just Gladys alone, and then this whole idea of trying to find my way out of here without dying, and evil robots totally resonated with me in a way that this uncle doesn't.
It's almost not fair because Valve has some pretty incredible writing talent over there. I mean, they have Eric Walpaugh, who I think he did most of the writing for Portal. I think I'm right about that.
Yeah.
And so it's really is excellent writing, and that was the surprising thing about Portal, because it didn't need it. It didn't need that writing. It could have just been you're playing these puzzles and they're fun or whatever. But they kind of set this standard that now you kind of expect that in your puzzle games, which is almost not fair. Like, think about like Limbo, for example. It doesn't really have a story, and it's actually just a logic puzzle game, but it's set in this incredible environment, and so now people have this sort of standard that they're expecting their puzzle games to live up to.
Well, I mean, is that saying like Super Mario Brothers didn't have a story? I mean, I think we've always enjoyed stories in our games, and even if it is as simple as save the princess, this one is, I guess, save your uncle, which, maybe I don't care for my uncles that much. I don't know.
You know what? Actually, I need to retract my entire statement, because now I'm remembering the Adventures of Lolo on the NES, which was a logic puzzler, and it totally had a story.
And I think Portal is a game that really shined because of the story. I can't imagine it without it, at least. And I think that's what made it so impactful for everyone, and that's what really resonated.
One of our chat room goers, Dave Voiles, says you make up the story in your own head, and I'm learning a lot more about Mr. Voiles right now.
Dave Voiles is awesome. Thanks. Yeah, you show Richard wrong. Richard 0, Airtight 1.
Wait, no, we are tied.
Wait, I mean Portal 1? I don't know.
Should we give away another code, you think?
I think we should. While Zav figures out this puzzle. We should really drag this one out, too.
Oh yeah, this is, I'm sure, really entertaining for people.
Just follow the pipes, man. Come on.
That's what I am totally doing.
You know what? Why are you even streaming this crap? How come we're not just like live streaming like Modern Warfare 3 like constantly? What's going on?
Seriously, what's wrong with us?
Oh man, Richard
We're really
Mitchell.
bad at our jobs. Well, okay, we're gonna give away a code, and we're gonna take a while to do it. So I'm just gonna talk. You know, no one knows. I'm not even looking at the chat right now. Not even looking. Don't even care. Yuri Paddle, I bet you're talking. Don't even care. No?
Why don't we just give away the code rather than...
Okay, well, I'm trying to buy you time, Zav. It's taking forever.
This is not happening.
It's not
I don't know what's going on here.
No, don't poke me. Ew, that's not going to win you a code. I will win. The code is a lie. Lost Mesa? Alright, you got it. Lost Mesa wins the code!
Lost Mesa, is your name a play on Black Mesa?
On Black Mesa, I hope it is.
Yeah, what else would it be?
Has to be, right? Maybe this is all a big ARG and we're just a part of it. Dun dun dun.
Oh,
yes!
Man. It's like a really lame version of the Matrix. It's not even like virtual reality, it's just a big ARG.
Oh, that would be so disappointing.
Yeah, and right at the end of it, you get some Subway coupons.
Yay.
Oh man, I'm dumb. I just realized what I have to do. This is how dumb I am.
Oh, you didn't even know what you were doing?
No, I thought... What I was trying to do is when they were crossing each other, I thought they would intersect and like knock one
That's
away.
What I thought. Yeah, for
so
sure.
I thought
Yeah.
that's what was happening.
Yeah,
but what I
did that for a while
get
too.
them to land here so I can jump from the top. I just realized that now.
See, but the jumping from the top took me forever to figure out. I was like, I can't get up there. I thought I had to put the boxes, like, it was so stupid. And then you figure it out and you're like, oh.
You know, it took me a really long time, but it probably took less time than it took both of you. I'm just if I had to be honest.
Oh, it took me forever. Yeah.
Oh, Richard. Oh, Richard. Hilarious.
Richard 1, Zav and Jess 0.
For real.
Oh, you're so mean.
Wait, where's the Airtight come in on this?
Airtight's at, what, 0 still?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Although, I mean, you know, they did hire John Delancey, and it's like they're just like...
That's awesome.
They're just poking my Star Trek buttons, so that's got to be worth a point.
Okay, they have won. You're tied with Airtight.
I don't know. I don't think any company could ever do better than getting Leonard Nimoy in Civilization 4. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Hey, Jess, Charnation asks, he says, hey, this is the first time watching a Joystiq stream here. What do I need to do to be eligible for a code?
You have to be awesome, generally. Um, and that's apparently pretty hard. No, it's I just look at the
boy.
screen, and if I see someone who looks like they could use a code, they get it. That's about it. It's really not.
And the legal answer to that is it's chosen by random.
It's random.
The letter says you need to have been here earlier. Womp womp.
Womp womp. I'm trying to get a code for my kids, actually. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh,
the sympathy
tugging at the
button.
heartstrings.
Yeah, that's a lie. No, it may not be a lie. It could be
May not
true.
be a lie.
But we're out of codes,
Dimensions are
dude.
tightly bound
That's
together,
it.
like the one we're
Yeah,
in
actually,
now,
that's true. You
and
should have been
also
here earlier.
the
That was it, yeah.
Gone.
Womp womp.
So this is currently available on Steam. Is it also on XBLA and PSN right now, or is it coming?
I believe it's coming. I played it on Steam. Let's find out, huh? Quantum Conundrum.
I'm
When do you
playing
come out?
on, despite the
Oh man,
on-screen button.
July 10th?
July 10th and
on
11th. Yeah.
PS 11th on XBLA. Wow.
So a bit longer
red
still.
battery will provide enough
But you can
energy
play
to
it with an
enable the
Xbox
IPS
controller
device to widen
on
the
Steam.
heavy dimensions
Yeah,
in
and
this area.
what I would say is that I think this is definitely a worthwhile game if you are into logic puzzle games at all.
Oh yeah, for sure. If you're into story games, maybe not. But that's
Right,
just
and actually that's why I think that, although I didn't find the story offensive, I still think that 3.5 is justified there
appears
because
this
it's
dolly
a
got
good puzzle
stuck on an
game, but
infinite
you might be turned off by the weird sort of insistence on a story. It just depends.
Well, do you find it to be like hand-holdy? Did you feel like it was telling
There
you
are
what to do?
times when, yes, there are definitely times when the professor says like, "Do this now" or "Go there now."
Yeah.
There's literally a time where you have to go through a conveyor belt and there are these lasers, and there's like 3 of them, and you have to jump over them, and you jump over one of them, and for some reason, once you get to the second one, he goes, "Jump!"
Yeah.
It's like, I already did that once.
Well, like,
figured this
duh.
out.
Yeah.
No, not
There's another point where he counts down. Basically, he's like, "Go right now."
Also, speaking of jumping, there's a joke, or not even a joke, but a reference made in the very beginning of the game, which is something that's also done in Portal 2, which is your character doesn't talk. So when the professor's trying to get your uncle's trying to get your attention, he's like, "If you can hear me, just jump up and down," which is sort of a gag from Portal 2 where you don't talk and Whitley is asking you to
Right.
speak and all you do is jump up and down. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
That's true.
It was like one of the first things I noticed.
One of our users in the chat room, Ninja Meh, says he's hoping that they make some voice clips, like mods, so that you can insert Picard talking back to Professor,
Oh, Picard.
which would be great.
That would be great. That's a good idea.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, then he says, "Get off my bridge."
This painting is awesome. It turns the tiger guy hard. Look at that. I feel like Born to Be Wild should be playing in the background of that picture.
Bad to the bone.
Or
sing
Pants to
too.
the Bone. Either one of the staples,
Yeah, it has a good sense of humor. You can feel that, but it's when they actually try where it fails. Oh, good luck with this one, Zab.
I agree with that. I think that the environments really are just. Actually, I think probably my favorite part of the whole thing. Like, even I remember watching the trailers and thinking, man, these like safes and sofas and chairs and tables are going to get real old. But for some reason, they don't. Like, it's all like real world stuff. These aren't like weighted science cubes.
No.
They're supposedly real world things, and for some reason I like it. They even make jokes about it, like, "Oh, that's the 51,407 safe right there."
I do wonder if those numbers are accurate. If it's like that's actually the 500,000th safe that you've hit. Well, not 500,000, but
That seems impossible.
that's not impossible. You're fine. But I do wonder, like, there are a bunch of safes, and I still wonder what the scientist was doing with all of them.
I totally get what I have to do here, but
Oh, you almost had it!
I keep doing it at the wrong moment.
Ninja Mez asking if Kim Swift worked on Portal 2 or just the original. I believe she did work on the second one, didn't she?
I think
Or am I wrong
She
about
left
She
for
left.
Airtight in 2009.
Oh,
so,
okay, so, yeah.
no.
Unless it was
Yes.
very, very preliminary.
I mean, yeah, it wouldn't have been. But I mean, they already had all the mechanics down, and she's great at that. She's great at making a puzzle. Oh, you're so close to
I know.
She knows how to make a physics puzzle game, and she does that very well.
If, like everyone out there watching knows this, Zav lacks a great deal of manual dexterity, which makes the fact that he's working here actually kind of heroic. So just, you know,
he's actually missing 2 thumbs. He has no thumbs.
Don't ask how he's doing this.
Don't ask.
I
hate both of you so much.
He decided to follow me back.
That's just that's like a running thing with you. Like, can we just any sort of broadcast that we do winds up with you saying that you hate everyone else involved?
That's true.
It's probably not a healthy thing, but still.
No. Probably not. I do like that the uncle yells at you every time you break a window.
I'm just carrying this lamp around. I'm not entirely sure what's going on.
Good for you.
I totally missed what he was saying. Oh, there's a thing.
So, like, Joystiq live stream etiquette, I should probably not respond to all of the Hero Academy notifications I'm getting, right?
Yeah. You need to...
I shouldn't be tumbling right now.
Ever again. That's what you were doing. What was it that we were doing recently where you're like, I'm watching my...
the last podcast we did, I was in fact playing Hero Academy. But it's because you and Shram were talking about the Diablo 3 economy for 5 hours.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sorry, but it's super interesting.
Not half bad.
Is it?
Yeah, to me it is.
It is actually pretty interesting.
The letter giving us another classic. Says, man, I'd love to work at the furniture store closest to this guy's house.
Har, har, har. Hey, read some of the titles of those books, Sav. Come on. That was a good one.
Oh, what was it?
I don't know.
Oh, I like that he adds that he'd like to work at the furniture store on commission. That's even better.
On commission. That's a businessman right there. The letter. What is this one? We got...
Oh, here you go. Henry to the 8th. There you go.
There you are. Okay.
There's
Very
yours.
nice.
It's funny because you guys are watching this on a delay, so I'm...
It does. It has like 2-second delay. What's that one? Mansfield Pulsar.
This was once the family cat.
See what this cat probably looks awesome
the fourth,
in
or
some of
Widget the first. He somehow
some of the
wound
other
up in
dimensions.
Dolly
Oh,
I'm
man.
trying to remember if you ever get to see these cats in other dimensions, because I don't remember that coming
I
up.
don't know. I think this cat's brain is in another dimension. Look at him. He's just like losing
He gets
it.
old.
Oh, boy.
Well, Zav, excuse me, Zav, but if you follow the canon of the story, Professor Quadrangle clones his cat several times, and they get kind of worse. Just like in
Multiplicity?
the hit film Multiplicity. Yes.
I knew you were going to make a Multiplicity reference.
You both made it. That's terrible.
With Michael Keaton.
And by terrible, you mean amazing?
Is that what I mean? I don't know. Don't put words in my mouth.
I like pizza. That's the only line I remember from that film.
It's the only line you need to remember. Alright, where's the thing? Here it is.
Yeah, no, I don't remember seeing the cats in any of the other dimensions either, and now that's going to bug me if we don't see one.
That if you disrupt the blue
So,
beam,
Ninja Ma in our chat room says that he'd like to see or hear a kid's opinion on this game, because it seems like it would work better for a younger audience. And I think that's fair. I mean, even based on what Kim Swift has said, it seems almost like that was the goal.
Yeah, like the Saturday morning cartoon, curl up with some cereal and your pajamas, and you play this game. Yeah, kids could totally play this. It's a
Oh my
very
God.
kid-friendly game.
Racing Freak 92. I believe it's Diane Keaton, not Michael Keaton.
Oh.
I would watch that movie.
Jeez. Oh no, Zav, what are you gonna do? It all seems hopeless. You haven't died again. That's my favorite part.
Okay, we do have an unverified 13-year-old in our chat room who says that.
Oh, that's the worst kind of 13-year-old.
Oh, boy.
But I practically love this game.
Practically. I practically love this game, says Racing Freak 92. That's great.
Why?
Very nice.
Why do I keep doing the same thing over and over again?
You are gonna do the same thing over and over
It's
again.
gonna keep going.
Good for you. Keep it up.
No! Oh, I thought I was still gonna break it. What am I doing? No.
Nope.
No.
That's just wrong.
No.
Look at the tube up top.
What?
Maybe look up. Maybe look up. Look up.
Oh, wait.
There you go.
Yeah,
What's
the
that
letter
tube?
says that he has
Coming.
not
Weird.
thought of the movie Multiplicity since 1994. And I just want you to know you
You're
can
welcome.
get
I don't know. What can we possibly say other than you're welcome?
Surprisingly, I'm not seeing a Blu-ray release for this film. That seems.
Hope you're not looking
You guys, like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
You have never seen a multiplicity? Oh man, I can't.
I'm not. I'm little. I'm like so little.
She just hates Michael Keaton. That's okay.
Apparently.
Have you seen Beetlejuice?
Oh, I love Beetlejuice.
Okay.
That's fine.
Oh man, Dave Boyles. Hollywood hasn't thought of Michael
Oh.
1994 either.
Dave Boyle 1, Hollywood 0. Wait, Michael Keaton 0.
You know, guys, I don't know how many more multiplicity jokes we can squeeze into this life.
Not enough is the answer to that amazing question.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
Googie774. We didn't mean to offend you. Did we? Did we say something mean?
Now,
That was very
Jeff,
sweet of you.
Want me to give you like a pro tip? I mean, I can
No,
do that.
I realize that if I don't make the safe fluffy, it's not gonna blow away because it's still heavy enough. But I
There you
just
go.
made a mistake. Actually, I don't think I'm not gonna be able to. Oh no, it didn't fly. So
Just put that thing right down. Nope.
what? Oh, I gotta make it heavy.
Oh no.
I got
You were
this, guys.
you were so close to solving this.
Why?
Yeah, you had it.
I have
You're
it right
gonna,
here.
you're gonna catch him.
And
don't
it flew
you know?
away.
Right there. Done.
We're watching a delay, so when you make comments,
Oh.
we don't see. Yeah, we're like, oh, okay, he's got it.
Wait a minute.
Oh no, now
I felt
what?
But the
I
door's
felt
not
like I was
open.
Hannibal Lecter. for
Oh
a second.
wait, but the thing needs to. Oh. Boom.
So,
There we go.
Right there. Very good.
Can I pick this guy up? Can I throw things at him?
looks like a horror.
Yeah, you can do stuff to him. He's fun. I do like that the professor is scared of him.
To take it down, but he won't.
He doesn't even
I
care.
didn't know you could abuse this poor little creature.
Oh,
Yeah.
he disappeared.
He just gets right back up. He doesn't even care. Ski?
That's great. It's like the toads.
Oh,
And
Time
Super-
Lord of the Rings. That's pretty fun.
Very
Oh,
good.
there we go.
I didn't see that one. That's a good one.
Truly fascinating.
That's
That, combined
pretty much
with
all
the
I
fact that I
did for the
have
first
no clue
half hour of
how
the
I was
game was
transported
like I looked at all the
here.
books until they started repeating themselves.
Maybe that's why it took me 13 hours. Because that is like, for the first half, I did that, and then I realized, oh, I have to write a review about this.
Jess
and
was looking for a way to read the books, actually. She
It's
kept
like,
trying to
open!
them. She kept throwing them against things. She thought that was the major puzzle of this game.
It's not?
No, apparently not.
Dang it.
Jess Condit saw this entire game completely by chance.
I thought the puzzles were just a way to read the books. I don't know.
I do like the drinking bird. I enjoy
Yeah.
the drinking bird.
But I kept waiting for something sinister with the bird to happen. Or, like, maybe I was waiting for something sinister the whole time and it just never came.
I don't think I was supposed to do that. Was I supposed to do that? 'Cause-
Were you?
Oh, yeah, I know. There's a fan in there. I didn't realize that there was a fan over there.
Oh, yeah, you've about halfway solved it. It took me a minute too.
Can I get this on PS3? Yes, you can on July 10th. Right?
But wait, that person is laughing out loud.
Yeah, why is that
Something
funny?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, July 10th on PSN, July 11th on Xbox Live Arcade. LOL. Manny Massacre.
Thanks, Laser.
Yay! Good job.
So I think we're probably going to end this stream in a minute or so. I wonder if I run into this fan if I'll die. Oh no, it won't let me. Why won't it let me die? I heard dying is hilarious in this game.
It is! Dying is the best part of this game. I love it.
It's clearly
Ooh,
hurting
you might be able
but
to. It's clear,
not
yeah.
enough.
Ow, ow,
No, it
ow.
didn't seem like it. It was getting
Ooh.
blurry, but I think it's just my vision.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is
Burp,
this?
Charlie! Burp!
I think I'm going blind.
Yes!
No, no. This is the most
There's no
interesting
knowing
stream ever.
Where we're going.
Can we just do an entire stream where we try to get to the negative world in Super Mario Brothers?
Sure.
Please.
My cousin totally told me you can do that.
What? Is your cousin a liar?
For real, he is.
Look, my cousin has an uncle who works for Nintendo.
Uh-huh.
Tell me how to do it.
This seems legit. Like that guy
Seems
with that guy with that truck that says free candy on the end of it.
Ooh, ooh.
Seems legit,
So
guys.
this went to a dark place.
It
Stop
seems legit, guys. Alright. We got this. We got this. We got this.
Do you?
Yeah. Totally.
Just asking. Have to clarify. Alright, there's one. Very good.
Oh.
Do you fall? We can't see it yet.
No, I have not.
He made it. He made it.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Puzzles!
Yay!
That painting is amazing. This is the game for me right here. This is the entire game. I'm just looking at this one picture.
No, it's great. Look at him.
Pretty sure the apple turns into a peach too, which is pretty.
Or an orange.
But, yeah,
Is it-
well, it's
because it's a peach. It's a fuzzy peach.
because it's
Peach, I'm
fuzzy.
sorry.
Yeah,
Okay, it is fuzzy. You're right, I get it. That's cute. Oh my god, that's cute. Aw.
So I think if we show much more, we're gonna ruin this game for everyone.
Yeah. So let's end it here. I'm just gonna do one more thing.
Careful.
Just keep showing.
This one took me a while.
We're going to end it here, folks. Thanks a lot for joining us. On Friday, the Super Joystiq podcast, Jess, myself, and Richard are going to talk about Quantum Conundrum. Also on that episode, we have... oh, boy. I've kind of lost it now, the other stuff we're going to be talking about. I think we're going to talk about SimCity Social.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to open up the document so I can get more details for everyone.
Just before we leave, just make sure that you show these good people the heavy dimension on that painting because people are asking for it.
Oh, but I don't have the heavy dimension.
I think you just put the
Hey,
battery.
you put it in.
Oh,
So
so
you
yeah, okay. I'll take a look at that next. Let me get the topics for next.
So just
week.
wait for the finale, folks. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's coming.
It's coming.
That picture in heavy dimension.
It's coming. So okay, Ludwig is talking about Spec Ops: The Line. I'm also playing it right now as well. Ben is going to talk about the Skyrim DLC, Dawn Guard, which just came out, as well as SimCity Social on Facebook. Talking a little bit about that. We also have a regular news segment as well this week. So to give the people what they want, let's go to the painting and check it out. So this is Fluffy. Normal. That's hardcore. And like the apple is metal. Of course it is.
There it
Why
is.
wouldn't it be?
Oh, adorable.
He's gonna go listen to My Chemical Romance.
Actually, here.
Actually,
Hey,
no, look,
hey.
more
Die
like,
right here.
more like Guar. I think he's
We
gonna go
do,
listen
yeah.
to Guar.
We don't make fun of My Chemical Romance.
Oh, we don't.
No. No, we don't.
I hope everyone in the chat room heard that.
I'm not ashamed.
But you think that you should be, which says a lot.
I know.
All right, folks. Thanks a lot for watching the stream. We really appreciate your time, and hopefully you'll listen to the Super Joystiq podcast on Friday afternoon. Thanks for
Thanks,
joining
guys.
us, everyone.
Ta-ta.
Bye.